Yeah. Good. Is it afternoon or how will I greet you? Good afternoon.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I think I'm just seeing you for the first time. This is the first time I've seen you. Right? The first time you're attending my class.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me just wait for like just one person. So we'll just continue. But however, so far so good. We have at least we have gone far. I don't know why. Why did you not join the class since? Why you just join the class?
I don't know there was online class.
You're not aware of the online class. Okay, now you're aware. Okay. So let me just quickly run what we did. Why others are trying to join. Okay, so that you not be left out or you not be lost. And so far so good. We talked about economics. We have introduced economics, and I've said that. And
Can you hear? Arafa, can you
Yeah.
Yeah, so far so good. We have introduced economics, and we have been able to explain that economics has so many definitions, and one generally acceptable definition of economics is that of Professor Lord Lionel Charles Robinson, that defines economics as a social science that studies human behavior as a relationship between end and scarce means. I'm sure you know that all those words, like they are just normal basic to
Yes.
introduction of economics. And so far so good. We have also talked about the basic concepts of economics, and we have said that the basic concepts of economics are the ones, the scarcity, the scale of preference, the choice, and the opportunity cost. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Very
Good
good.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. How you doing?
Sorry,
Yeah, what I'm actually doing is I'm trying to
I'm
do a
fine.
recap. I'm trying to do a recap, okay? I'm trying to do a recap. So apart from that, we have also learned about what do we learn about? Yeah, I was also talking about utility. I've explained that utility is what the amount of satisfaction that a consumer derives from the consumption of a
The
particular
consumer
commodity. And we have also talked about different types of what
commodity.
utility. Okay. First type of utility I will talk about was the form utility, which talks about the utility that you derive in the structure or in the beauty of a particular product. And I also talk about what the place utility and the time utility. Now we have talked about all those ones. Okay. Now last week, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Can you all hear me? I need response. I fast. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So last week we talked about demand, and I said that when we say demand, demand is the amount of goods and services that the consumer is willing and able to buy at different prices and at a particular period of time. Now, for the sake of the revision, those of you that were not around last week, for the sake of this revision, I'll just advise that you on your recorder because you might not be able to capture everything I'm going to be saying. But when you record it, of course, you can listen to it later. Then you'll be able to get what I'm trying to say. So for now, just on your recorder. So when I'm about to start the main lecture, then you can just write, okay? Just on your sound recorder or phone recorder. Now, last week I talked about demand, and I said demand is the amount of goods and services that the consumer is willing, not just willing, and able to buy at different prices and at a particular period of time. Now, demand, when you say something is demand, it must be backed with the ability to pay. That is, you cannot just say you are demanding something when you don't have money. You understand? So demand must be backed with willingness, and at the same time, it must be backed with what? With ability to pay. That's why we say that demand is the what? The amount of goods and services that the consumer is willing and able. Do you understand? Willing and what? And able. That willing and able means that the consumer must what? Have the desire, and the able there means that the consumer must what? Have the ability to buy the what? The product. So that's where demand talks about what willing and able to. Okay, so we have different types of demand. We have joint or complementary demand, we have derived demand, we have composite demand, and we have competitive demand. I want to talk about derived demand. We're talking about a type of demand that is used for what? for further production of goods and services. Now, for example, if I demand land, if I purchase land, I am demanding land to what? To build what? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Good. So if I purchase land, the reason why I purchase land is to do what? Is to build probably school, probably a house or church or something. So now land is a derived demand. The reason why I call land a derived demand is because I am demanding for further production. Do you understand? Second one is what?
Yes, sir.
Composite demand. When we say composite demand, is a type of demand where a particular product can perform so many purposes. For example, do you know, I'm sure you know sugar, right? Everybody knows
Yes.
sugar. And you can use sugar to do what? What are those things you can use sugar to do?
You can use sugar to bake. You can use
sugar to drink tea, to do what again? To drink garri, to do what again, and like that. So those things, sugar is composite. Why? Because it has the ability to perform so many purposes. Are we together? So apart from that, we also talk about the competitive demand. I said that competitive demand means what? A type of demand that has substitute. Yes, Milo has substitute. What's the substitute of Milo? Bonvita. What's the substitute of close-up toothpaste? That's what? My mind, right? So everything has what substitute. So a type of demand that has called competitive demand. And finally, I talked about what? Joint or complementary demand. A type of demand where one demand leads to another demand. For example, if you demand kerosene, if you demand stove, you demand what? Kerosene. If you demand car, you demand what? Fuel. If you demand generator, you demand what? Fuel. Are we together? So that's just a summary of what we asked. And last week, I also talked about abnormal demand. Infinite or 7, are you with me?
Yes, sir, but I was not in class that day.
Yes, and infinite X55, are you with me? X55, can you hear me? And Arafat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. So now we talk about abnormal demand. Now the law of Arafat, let me ask you, Arafat, what is the law of demand? What's the law of demand? What's the law of demand? Arafat.
Sir?
The law of demand says, what's the law of demand? Cannot remember. Can't remember.
The higher the price, the lower.
All right, law of demand says the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded.
The lower the quantity
and the
demanded.
lower the price, the higher the quantity demanded.
The higher the quantity demanded.
It's possible for us not to have the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. It's possible for us to have otherwise. And when we are having otherwise, it is called what? Abnormal demand. If we are having the higher the price, the higher the quantity demanded, then it is called what? Abnormal demand. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
But it is possible for us to have the higher the price, the higher the quantity demanded. It's quite possible. Why is it possible? Number one, it's possible of what? Articles of ostentation. When a particular product has high value, you will of course the demand will what? Abnormal. We have talked about all this last week, but we need to revisit it probably later. You understand? So we need to revisit it. So let's go to the main topic. Today we are talking about change in demand. Are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Please write. Change in demand and change in quantity demanded. Are we together?
Yes.
Change in demand and change in quantity demanded. Now, let me ask you. Now, you see, look at this. Look at the topic. Change in demand and change in quantity demanded. They are not the same thing. You understand? Change in demand. Hello. Yeah, disturbing this class. Change in demand and change in quantity demanded, they are not what? The same thing. Okay. Now, when we say change in demand, we're talking about a total change, but in the buying of a particular product. Now, for example, now look up now. Let me give you an example so that you'll be able to understand. If 50 people are buying pure water, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
If 50 people are buying pure water, and these 50 people, out of the 50 people, all of them stop buying the pure water. All of them stop buying the pure water. That is what? That is change in demand. That is what? Change in demand. When there is a total change, total shift in demand. But out of these 50 people, if we have like 40 people that are not buying, that is by what? By 10. You understand? We have 40 people that are not buying. That's called change in quantity demanded. That's called what?
Change in quantity demand.
So now, change in demand is when there is a total shift in demand. While change in quantity demanded is when there's a reduction in the number of people that are buying a particular product. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, let me now give you an example that will make you understand. Let me give you an example that will make you understand. Now, for example, okay, before I give you the example, one thing you should know about change in demand, you can note this down. You can note it down. One thing about change in demand is that change in demand is caused by other factors apart from price. It's caused by what? Other factors apart from price. Change in demand is always caused by other factors apart from price. Now, what are the other factors? Number one, taste. One is taste. Number two is festive period. Number two is festive period. Number three is fashion. Fashion. Then, like that. Now, when we say there is a change in demand, now look up. It is not caused by price. Are we together? It is not caused by what? It's not caused by price, but it is caused by what? Other factors, such as what? Taste, festive period, and what? And fashion, and so many things like that. Now, let me give you an example. Now, the reason why you are not buying Nokia 3310, but let me even ask you, how many of you are still using Nokia 3310? Do you know Nokia 3310?
Yeah,
or let me ask you that, if Arafat, if today is your birthday now, and I said, don't worry, I promise you a good phone. I promise you a very good phone. And I went to go and buy Nokia 3310, or I went to go and buy Nokia Touchlight for you. How will you feel? I said, I'm promising you a good phone. I'm sure you'll be expecting what? iPhone, yes or no? Or
yes.
Infinix, something. Now, if you look at it very well, the reason why people are not buying Nokia phone is not because of the price. Did you understand? It is not because of the what? Price. The reason why people are buying iPhone is not because of the price. It's because of the other factors that the iPhone possesses. Are we together? Now, iPhone possesses other factors such as what? Fashion. Are we together? Ordinarily, Nokia phone is cheaper than iPhone. Yes or no? Yes. But people are not still buying Nokia phone, despite the fact that it is cheaper than iPhone. They are not still buying it. So it means that the reason why they are not buying the Nokia phone is not because of the price. Do you agree with me? It's not because of the price. That's why they are not buying it. Because if you are saying it's because of the price is low, so they can buy it. So it's not because of the price. It's because of the what? Other factors, such as what? Fashion. Of course. Can you hear me? Are you with me?
Yes, yes, I am.
So iPhone is fashionable, but Nokia is not fashionable. Imagine I want to post one of you and I'll give you a Nokia 3310. Yeah, give me your number. And someone brings iPhone 11. Which one are you going to drop your
Sure.
Nokia 3310 or iPhone 11?
The iPhone.
Of course, the iPhone. So it is not because of the price. That is why people are changing from Nokia phone to iPhone. So that's why it is called change in what? Change in demand.
No.
Do you understand? Now let me ask you a question too. Christmas lights. Everybody knows Christmas lights, right? Now, Christmas light is let's assume it's 30 naira in the month of April. Christmas light is 30 naira in the month of April. Now in the month of December, it is 150. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Christmas light is 30 naira in the month of April, but in the month of December, Christmas light is what? 150.
150.
Now let me ask you a question. When will people buy the Christmas light? December or April?
December.
December. Now looking at it, if they want to consider the price, they're supposed to buy it when? April, right?
Yes.
But because Christmas light is not useful in April.
April.
Do you understand? So they are
Yes,
not buying because of the price. So the demand is not changing because of the price. The demand is changing because of the festive period. Because of what?
The festive period.
I hope you guys are getting me. Like I'm very, very cautious of the fact that you need to get me. I hope you are getting me.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. So people are changing their demand because of what? The festive period. Now, for example, now I cannot buy a Valentine product at June 12th. It doesn't make sense. Do you understand? I cannot buy a sweater during dry season. It doesn't make sense. So it's not because of the price. It's because of what? Other factors, such as what? Fashion, such as what? Festive
period.
Another one could be because of the taste. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, if you are not feeling fine, if someone is sick, you agree with me that the taste of the person will change from someone that is feeling all right. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, when you are, if someone is sick, you are most likely to buy 7-Up. Sorry. If you are sick, you are most likely to buy pap. Ogi, you understand? All those kind of things. But if you are not sick, can you buy Lumatem? Can you buy Paracetamol?
No.
No, you cannot. Why? Because of your what? Because of your taste. So it is not because of the price. So now, change in demand. Now, right? Change in demand is a type of demand. Change in demand is a type of demand that is influenced by other factors apart from price. The type of demand that is influenced by other factors apart from what? Price. So it is not price that is the primary cause of change in demand. People are changing their demand not because of price. It's because of what? Taste. It's because of what? Festive period. It's because of what? Fashion. Are we together?
Yes.
It's not because of the price. I'm not changing my demand because of my price. No, it's because of some other factors. Now, change in quantity demanded on the other hand. Change in quantity demanded now, on the other hand, is caused by price. You get me?
Yes, sir.
Change in quantity demanded, on the other hand, is caused by what? Price.
Price.
Now, everybody, how much are they selling pure water?
10 naira.
So all of you knows how much they are selling pure water. I mean, I don't drink pure water. I didn't go to water. So pure water is what? 10 naira.
10 naira.
And we have 50 people buying pure water. We have 50 people and pure water is how much? 10 naira. Now, if this pure water jumps to 20 naira, what will happen?
The quantity demanded would drop.
It will reduce to what? Like 30, right? Because some people still buy it. Now you can see that the reason why the quantity is changing, the reason why there is a change in this quantity, the quantity means a number, okay? The reason why there's a change in this number is because of the what? Of the price, and not other factors. So change in quantity demanded is caused by the price and not other factors. Why change in demand is caused by what? By other factors and not price. So if I ask you to differentiate between change in demand and change in quantity demanded, you should be able to do that.
Yes,
right? Now let me test you. Let me start from Arafat. What's the difference between change in demand and change in quantity demanded? Arafat. Arafat.
Huh?
I know you can hear me now. I'm asking you a question. What's the difference? I'm sure you understand. You understood everything I said, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between changing demand and changing quantity demanded? Okay, why she's trying to prepare Infinix X55. So what's the difference? Okay, why that one is trying to prepare Infinix X7? What's the difference?
Difference between
Changing demand and
exchange.
changing demand.
Okay.
If you want to say something, just signify. Just raise up your hand. I'll see you from here.
Okay.
But some of you are not on video.
Changing demand.
So who is talking? Who is talking now?
At 7.
Okay. Speak.
Okay. Change in demand is caused by not caused by the price.
Wana?
Yes, sir. Caused by like
you have to see me
fashion.
after. We'll chat later.
Okay. So it's not caused by what?
Like price.
Which one is not caused by price?
Change in demand.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Yes.
Then
Who else has something to say? Don't worry. That's correct. Yes. I want Arafat to talk. I want Arafat. Arafat has not been in class since, so I want her to talk. Arafat, say something. Arafat, say something. Okay, we don't have much time to waste. But I want to believe that you all understand everything.
Yes, sir.
Wana, I want to believe that you understand.
Wana, right. I came later.
Late
comma.
Who's talking? Who's talking? All right, so don't worry. Now, don't forget, it is possible for us to have increasing change in demand and decreasing change in demand. You understand? And it is possible for us to have increasing change in quantity demanded and decreasing change in quantity demanded. Did you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
We can have increasing change in quantity demanded and decreasing change in quantity demanded. At the same time, we can have increasing change in demand and decreasing change in demand. I will give you an example. And don't forget, we said that when we say change in demand, we're saying that it is not affected by what? By price. So the price here is permanent. Okay, it's fixed. This is how to draw the price. It's fixed. Why? Because it's not affected by what? By price. Okay, having said that, so this is increasing change in what? Increasing change in demand. The price is fixed, then the demand is what? Increasing. Can you see that? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So that's just it. So the price is fixed and the quantity is what? Increasing. So we can also have decreasing change in demand. For iPhone now, look at iPhone for example. The demand is increasing, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
The demand is increasing despite the fact that the price is fixed. iPhone 6 is still sold at the same amount or probably little changes. But the demand is what? Increasing. You understand? So that's just it. Let's look at the decreasing change in demand. Decreasing. Nokia phone is sold at a very, very cheaper price and a very, very fixed price, and yet the demand is what? Decreasing. So that's a decreasing change in demand. Why? Because Nokia phone demand is decreasing, not because of the price, because the price is fixed, not because of the price, but because of what? Other factors, such as what? Fashion. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you understood the diagram.
Yes.
Very good. So I can change the diagram, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am now draw change in quantity demanded. When we say change in quantity demanded, of course, it's affected by price. Okay. And let me tell you what happened here. When the price increased, you can see when the price was here, the quantity demanded was here. Can you see? Can you see?
Yes.
When the price was here, the quantity demanded was here. So now when the price increased, what happened to the quantity demanded?
Calm down.
What? It decreased, right?
Yes.
So that's to let you know that what? The quantity demanded is changing because of what? The price.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
So that's a decreasing change in quantity demanded. This is a what? Decreasing change in quantity demanded. Now we can have increasing change in quantity demanded, increasing change in quantity demanded. Now, look at what happened here. Look at tell me what happened here. Look at tell me what happened. Yeah, what happened? Look at tell me what happened here. Yeah?
The price is increasing and the demand is increasing. The price is decreasing. And the demand is increasing.
And the demand is what? Increasing.
Increasing.
Yeah, you can see that there's a change in what? In quantity demanded because of what? the reduction in
the price.
I'm sure you understood before that. So change in demand and change in quantity demanded. That's very, very simple. Are we together? So let me quickly introduce a topic with you, then we just, I'm sure you have heard of elasticity before. Elasticity.
Yes.
Now let's talk about that. If you have any question, you can direct your message to me. Okay? For those of you that are just knowing me for the first time, my name is Abayomi. You cannot call me Abayomi.
All right, guys, please ensure that.
No, maybe don't.
Okay, ensure that you guys have your Google Classroom. Those of you that have made payments, I will send. Some of you have sent the link to join with the Google Classroom. Are you getting me? That is where your notes, that's where your assignments will be given to, so that we'll be able to mark your assignments well. Yes. That's where it will be put on.
All right, now we'll talk about elasticity. Elasticity is the degree of responsiveness, right? Elasticity is the degree of responsiveness of demand. Elasticity is the degree of responsiveness of demand to a change in price and income. Change in price and what? And income of consumers. Do you understand that? Did you get that? Elasticity is the what? The degree of responsiveness of demand to a change in what? In the price and income of what? Of consumers. Now, when we say elasticity, what it means is reaction. It means what? How do you react? Now, for example, now, some of you here, if I slap you now, some of you say, yeah. That is what? Reaction. That is elasticity. If I slap some of you, you just say, oh. That is what? That is reaction. If I slap some of you, instead of you shouting, you just hug me. That's what? That is reaction. That is elasticity. Elasticity talks about what? Reaction. How do you react? Are we together? Now, yes, some of you that buys pure water very well. If they tell you that pure water has increased from 10 naira to 20 naira, some of you shout, ah, are you mad? That's what you tell the seller. You understand? That is one reaction. That is elasticity. Now, for some of you, when you get to the shop and they tell you that the pure water is now 20 naira, you say, that's another elasticity. That's another what? Reaction. You understand? Some of you, when you get there and they tell you that pure water is 20 naira, you just go and carry cutlass. That's what? That's another what? Reaction.
Reaction.
Reaction is talking about what? Elasticity is talking about what? Reaction. How do you react when there is a change in what? In price.
Price.
And change in what? Income.
Income of consumer.
Some of you, when you have enough income, your reaction will change. If you don't have money and you have money, your reaction will what? Change. It will be very, very different. When you don't have money, you are always humble. Yes or no? But when you have money, your hand is always up like this. So that is what? Elasticity. How do you react when you have money and when you don't have what? Money. So when there is a change in price, how do you react? That's what? Price elasticity. Are we together? Yes. When pure water moves from 10 naira to 20 naira and you are shouting, you are arresting the seller. You are telling people about the seller. You are trying to, that's the word. That's price elasticity. You are reacting to what? Change in price. Now, you could be reacting to your income. That is, when you have money, you are reacting to the money that you have. That is what? That's called what? Income elasticity. Some of you, when you have money, of course, nobody will have money and be buying iPhone, Nokia 3310 or Nokia Touchlight. It's not possible. You cannot have 500,000 naira You cannot be earning 500,000 naira per month and be purchasing Nokia Torchlight. It's not possible. Is it possible? So your reaction will change in terms of your income. If you are collecting 500,000 naira salary, you cannot be buying pure water. You'll be buying what? Bottled water. So I want to assume that those of you that are buying pure water is because you are not earning 500,000 naira as your salary. So like me now, earning 1.5 million naira as my salary, so I don't buy pure water.
Wow. Congrats.
I'm not asking you to send 1 million boys to my house. All right, so that's just the basic. You need to understand that elasticity talks about what? Reaction. So we now have different types of what? Elasticity. We have what? Price elasticity and income elasticity. So we're talking about price elasticity now, right? Price elasticity. Price elasticity is the degree of responsiveness. Price elasticity is the degree of responsiveness of demand. The degree of responsiveness of demand to a change in price of goods and services. Degree of responsiveness of demand to a change in price of goods and services. How do you react when it comes to price? How do you react when there's a change in price? That's called what? Price elasticity. Some of you will go as far as turning down the seller. Let me tell you, there's a change in price of pure water from 10 to 12. I just want to carry on down. Now, that is what called price elasticity. Now, we have different types of price elasticity. I'll just introduce them to you, then go to the next class, okay? We have different types of price elasticity. We have 5 of them. Number 1 is what? Elastic. Okay? Number 2 is inelastic. Okay? Number 3 is unitary. Okay? Number 4 is perfectly elastic. And number 5 is perfectly inelastic. Did you get that? Did you get that?
Yes.
Let me quickly cite an example before I go, okay? Now let's assume I slap one of you. Let me explain elastic. If I slap one of you and the person slaps me exactly the same way I slap the person, that is called what? Elastic. That is, the reaction is very, very what? Very, very much. Do you understand? Now,
yes.
When we talk about inelastic, I slap you, and instead of you to slap me, just say, sorry now, sorry now. That is what? Inelastic.
Inelastic.
That is, there is a little reaction. Now, the third one is what? Unitary. Unitary is called what? Do me, I do you. Do me, I what? Do you. I slap you small, you slap me small. I slap you big, you slap me big. Are we together? So that is, the reaction is always what? Balance. Then the fourth one is what? Perfectly elastic. Perfectly what? Elastic.
Elastic.
I just slap you small. Instead of you to slap me back, you went to go and carry gun. That is called what? Perfectly elastic. There is a greater reaction. You understand? They just increase price from 10 naira to 20 naira. Then you went to go and call police. You understand? So that's what? Perfectly what? Elastic.
Elastic.
Now, perfectly inelastic, I slap you just small. Instead of you to slap me back, you just hug me. Okay? You just shake me. You just tell me that, sir, you can do better. Then that is what? Perfectly what? Inelastic. Why? Because there is a little reaction. There is no reaction. There is no reaction at all. Are we together?
Yes.
No reaction. So you can see that the elasticity is talking about what? The various ways you are reacting when there is a change in what? In price of goods and services. When you are reacting elastically or in elastic form, it means that you are very, very what? Hot. And inelastic means that what? You are what? You are calm. Do you understand? So that's the summary. Now my assignment for you is this. Explain the different types of elasticity. Price elasticity. Explain the different types of price elasticity. However, you can check our Google Classroom. We'll drop information there, okay? We'll send you the process of how to join it, okay? So we'll send you
the assignment will also be done on that. You don't send the assignment to the WhatsApp group.
So send the assignment on the Google Classroom, okay?
Mr. Abayomi will send you the question so that you know how to.
I will send the question.
Sir, how are you going to download the Google?
We'll tell you on WhatsApp. Okay, we'll tell you on WhatsApp because time is fast.